There we go. There's been a patch since I did this. All right. I am working on a tactic. Going to load it here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this work on this team, but let's find out. Right, most of what I'm doing is entirely dependent on whether or not I can get a left winger. I just remembered that. That's okay. Yeah, anyway. This team is such a mess for me. I honestly do not know how to set this up to get the maximum ability out of them. So that'll be my 4-2-4 lineup for now. How many days off between now and our next game? It's the 29th here. Play. Well, we've got a long time, so that's good. Thank you. Trying to do good. It's been a challenge so far. Let me just have a look. Okay, yeah, we won this game. That was nice. I'm trying to remember where I was at. Okay, we had just won 7-1 apparently in a cup game, but our league, we're not doing well in the league. 4 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses. That is not good for a team that's supposed to be in the top 4. We are 12 points back of the top. So yeah, this is not going particularly well league-wise. I think we're on a horrendous streak in the league here. So loss, draw, 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 loss, draw. So yeah, we're winless in 6 games in the league after starting really, really well. And we had won 4 out of 5 to begin, and then we are now winless in 6. And most of this has to do with not being able to get, like I said, the maximum out of my tactics. It's showing me that wingers are still very, very meta in tactics because I've been trying to play without wingers, and that's obviously been where it's going wrong. So I guess I'm going to try to make this one work for the time being. I do have a left winger incoming, I hope. I'm supposed to get this guy from Toulouse. Right. And if I can get him in on loan, that should give me a chance to have a proper left winger and use Olila where he's meant to be, which is at left back. Or at right back, it doesn't matter because I also have Pagerie. Oh, but still, yes, this is very trying. Also, I should probably be playing Guava here over Kenny. I was trying to turn Guava into a wing back, but that's just not necessary at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to hope for better times today because this has not been going well. I only have a small handful of players on the bench. So Coet, you only play central midfield and attacking midfield. I no longer use those. Oh my gosh, I didn't really factor in how this was going to eliminate some of my up-and-coming young players. Okay, that means that I really shouldn't use this tactic. Let's see if I can realistically make this work. So in Senza, right now you'd have to be there. So it would look like this. All right, but you and Zenza do not have a rating at central defender. Perhaps that's what I need to work on? Or do I need to find a central defender that has a rating at DM? Because this tactic, I've been trying to experiment with it a little bit, and it is, I believe it's coming together really nicely. It plays in a way that allows me to be extremely defensive without super high tempo. So it's a departure from pretty much every other tactic that works. I'm trying to escape the meta, if you will. So this guy, marking and tackling. Okay, so trading. Let's look at his trading. I want him to be playing halfback and then dropping defensive midfielder. Those are the two things he's going to play. So he's essentially going to operate as a central defender without actually being a central defender. His jumping is only 10 and his heading is only 8. So this guy is actually not a good candidate for this. Let's check my other guy, Cabral. Jumping 7, heading 7. So he's much, much worse at this. Okay, so I don't think this tactic is going to work. But you never know. I won't know unless I give it a go. The other problem being Coet doesn't fall back. So yeah, here's how this tactic works. It starts like, oops. Just gotta fix this. There we go. Okay, so it starts like this. Just a normal 4-3-3. When out of possession, it backs that defender up to here to just straight up become a center back. So what I want to do actually is this, like that. So that basically creates like a shield wall, so to speak. But then, okay, but then when I had them dropping straight back to here, I was able to make these guys wide center backs. Why didn't that save? That's strange. This isn't quite how the tactic is supposed to work. Yeah, DTM moves back to center back. Even from here, as a halfback, you mostly operate as a center back. 4 and 2.5, 4 and 2.5. So I think I want Valero to be my attacker here. Got mostly solid stats for an attacking midfielder. Let's check you out. Yeah. But Coet does not play DM at all. So this is where this is going to turn into a problem. Oh, geez. I don't know how to get the most out of this team. It's a real mystery so far to me on how to make this work well. I know I like this set piece routine for this near post one. This is one that I like a lot for the set pieces. I've actually been getting some goals out of it, so I like it a lot. Yeah, unfortunately, the strength of this team is midfield depth and having a couple of good strikers. So realistically, even this tactic here is not going to be what will make this team work. It needs to have two strikers, but it also needs to have central midfielders. Oh my gosh. Okay. If I use this, I can't use my central midfielders on anything. You know what? I think I need a diamond. It's just occurred to me. I think I need to play a diamond. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Let's put in a whole new tactic here. Gegenpress, they don't have a diamond for that, eh? Where is the diamonds? Diamond, narrow, vertical, tiki-taka does diamond. Direct counterattack. Catenaccio. So vertical tiki-taka is the only one that really seems to offer a diamond, so to speak. Clear this slot. Create a new tactic. Okay. So this is what it suggests to me. Retains possession, more combination plays. Attacking play can get congested in tighter spaces. Yeah, that makes sense. It has a very high level of technical quality. We don't have that. We do not have a high level of technical quality. So this might not be the best option. Tiki-taka. Not great for a diamond. Obviously not doing wing play. Route 1. Less possession. Not a fan. Although these are the ones that they suggest based on this. So what is this one? Catenaccio. Minimize attacking space for the opposition. Less vulnerable to counterattacks. Creates less attacking opportunities. Much less possession. See, I don't like that idea at all. I like winning possession. Oh. So we're going to do a clean slate. I'm going to have to figure this out all on my own. But yes, 4-2-4 diamond narrow. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave it like this as well for the defending phase until I can look it over. So this is a complete clean slate. There's absolutely nothing preset in this at all. So I guess I'll just kind of throw it together like this for the time being. Okay, this looks basic and simple enough. So, as for who's on the bench, I want a left back, yes. I want a right back. This. Midfielder, good. Defender, good. I need a backup striker. I don't know if I want Kenny to be it. What other choice do I have? D'Ambrosio. Never mind. I can't remember who's on this team from the last time I played. So yeah, we don't have a ton in the way of options here. If I could have more than 5 on the bench, I would absolutely add like Machid and probably Marquez. But I don't have that choice. So, this is what I have to work with. I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to call it D1 for the diamond tactic. Now let's look this over. Try to figure out what we actually want to do here. Oh, Christ. It did this again, did it? I hate it when it does that. Okay, we're good. All right, so first things first. Diallo. What does he play best? Center forward, apparently. So we're just going to straight up leave him as a center forward. Petrelli. You play best as a target forward. Interesting. Let's just play him on his strongest. Let's try to play everybody on their strongest position. So here I have a few choices. Attacking midfielder, advanced playmaker, or a channel midfielder. I think I like the idea of him running into channels, like vertically like this. Or, sorry, horizontally like this. I think a channel midfielder sounds like that would be most useful here. I do, I think so. All right, Voama, you are going to not be a central midfielder, apparently. Attacking midfielder, advanced playmaker, channel midfielder, or midfielder playmaker. Okay. I feel like a playmaker sounds good. Let's do advanced playmaker, though, because then at least he's moving up the pitch better. So that means I got 4 players moving up into attack right here. And that means I don't want to do too many more, but all of them are also going to be congested in the center. So let's see, moves into channels, dribbling direction, dribbling frequency, forward runs. Passing, shooting, hold up the ball. Freedom of movement. I don't need to worry about those right now. Valerio, I think you're just going to stay as a straight up central midfielder. I don't see a reason to give him a specialized role. Drifting wide doesn't sound like the worst idea, just to get somebody on the attacking part of the phase drifting wide. But I also want him tracking back. I think this is responsible for providing an industrious and versatile link. Yes, so let's just stick with simple here. Stick with simple. So in possession, all of that's going to be easy. Out of possession, trigger press. Okay. Marking, tackling, marking target. Oh. Oh, look at that. That's neat. Huh. I hadn't seen that yet. I didn't know that was a thing you could do with these positions. So here's the important one that I want to figure out. Deep lying playmaker is what I think I want. I want a guy back here that is making the moves, the decisions, if you will. So let's try to do a Manchester City here. In possession, I cannot make you hold up the ball. Why? Playmakers don't hold up the ball? Okay. Interesting. Passing strategy. Whatever works, obviously. Shooting. Don't want you shooting. So lots of these things are locked in, which is fine. Defensively, right, these guys need to overlap. What's this? Oh, you know something? Moves inside the DM to become a playmaking wingback. It's a little bit like an Alexander Arnold sort of thing here. But I like him getting up to score. Yeah, because he's got a lot of goals for us. If I can make a diamond work on here, this would be great. I would have the right amount, right kind of players for this to be successful. If I can just make it work. Kind of late in the season for me to be experimenting, but I don't feel as though I have much of a choice. All right, let's check out our team instructions. So, our overview for in possession. Say we have the ball. This is what it looks like. Passing directness, tempo, attacking width. So we're going to keep this a little narrower. We're going to go with a lower tempo. We're going to have shorter passing. Definitely going to waste time. Keep that balanced. Attacking transition, we want... Oh... I think we need to hold shape. Okay. Allow other teams time to recruit. Okay, so counter. I think yes. I think I want to stick with counterattack. No, we'll do standard because we're trying to take our time with it. So we will play for set pieces. Attacking transition is this is a tough one because holding shape means the other team gets a chance to set up. I don't really want that. But I also don't want to move too quickly and give the ball away like this does. So standard seems more reasonable. Okay, final third. Here we go. We're in the final third. Work the ball into the box. That's going to be a thing. Do not shoot from distance. And we will have balanced crosses from the midfield. This will be our wingbacks here, so we want overlapping on both flanks. I feel like the left flank is our strength, right? Like we have the best left backs. Let's assume that we should play through the left side. Feeds the ball into the attacking players on the left flank more often. I feel like that's a good idea. Let's try that. Passing can be mixed. All right, so from the build-up. So from the back, we got build-up strategy. We're going to bypass the press. We don't want the press to be an issue. Goal kicks can be mixed. The goalkeeper should distribute slowly. And he should distribute too. We can just have him hoof it up to the target forward and see if Pizzarelli can win some balls way the hell up there. That seems silly. I think if we leave it unbalanced, he will just find the most open player. Most likely, I would think. I mean, we could also just have him distribute to the fullbacks and have them build up the play. That doesn't seem like the worst idea. Plays around a narrow press. Good. Turnovers are less dangerous. Good. Difficult pass for the goalkeeper. Okay, that makes it no fun. Fullbacks can be trapped against the sideline. Well, that has some downfalls for sure. The flanks is when you push it all the way up to... I don't have wingers, so that's just getting rid of the ball. Playmaker, which would be my DLP. So you know what? Again, I think just going with balanced, he will just find who's available. We'll stick to that. So this is our build-up. All right. Out of possession, we've got some decisions to make. Line of engagement. It is tough to not want to do a press, you know? Pause. Higher defensive line. That means balls get in behind us. So this is for my defensive line. These are hard decisions. They really are. Standard defensive line with balanced line behavior. Maybe trigger press. Less often. Defensive transition. I feel like counter pressing is always going to be the way to go here. Tackling can stay standard. All right, so high press. This is where we're pressing way the hell up here. Trap inside. Disrupt the opposing goalkeeper. Yes, definitely. Now this is when it's in the middle. Take a balance. Oh, you can't. Oh, I see. That's not for each phase of the play. That's a total thing. Like, that's okay. All right, fine. Cross engagement. I feel like I want my wide players to... Can my wingbacks or fullbacks, I guess in this case, get back in time to stop these crosses? And is it just my fullbacks that will do this? Reduce the amount of crossing and leaves more space in central areas. So no, that would be my center backs going up to do that. That sounds like a terrible idea. So what I'm going to want to do then is make sure that these guys are tracking back well. Out of possession. Definitely are going to press. Oh my gosh, why does it reset everything? Marking tighter. Standard tackling. Okay, so those things. Definitely want my wingbacks doing more disruption. My center backs can pretty much just stay steady. Let's not have my center backs press. Okay, that sounds good. Out of possession. Definitely want you to press. So this is on the defensive side of the ball. I don't have to worry about these ratings as much. I feel nervous about this entire tactic, but in possession, out of possession. So out of possession. Tracking attacking midfielder. From this position, he comes all the way back to support the defense. That's crazy. This one is. Which one of the? Okay, so these two need to put pressure on the goalkeeper. As a try the center first in charge to track back defensively as the opposition advances their own defensive third. Dropping back in deeper defensive position. Okay. I need to know which of these is going to be. Or is this an individual instruction thing? Like, is it that? I feel like it might be. I have the option to make him hold up the ball. I don't think I will, since I think the DM is already doing it. Yeah, I think I like this a bit more. Instead of making the whole team do hardcore pressing, I'll just do individual positions except for the central defenders, which hopefully will offer some more defensive solidarity. We'll see if this works at all. Like, this could just be crazy. Huh. Shooting standard. Can you shoot? Not terribly well, but then I guess probably nobody really can in this league. It's weird that these guys do not change roles, but they lose rating. That makes no sense to me. So I guess I want them to be covering center back, don't I? There's really no DM position from the center. Like, where's your box-to-box midfielder? Okay, well, I have no idea if I'm going to get anything good out of this or not. So like I said, it's a weird time in the season to be experimenting with a new tactic, but I got to try to do something to get the best out of this team. And oh no, I didn't get the left back, the left winger. That might have helped me try one of those other tactics. Well, okay, so the left winger rejected to come here. Yikes. That's a shame. Work with what I have then, right? That's the only other choice. Yep. I'll work with what I have. This is just crazy to like, okay, the season isn't going terribly, but I'm like, I want a new tactic right now. It's an interesting time to do it. But I mean, being winless in 6 league games really shakes me because I'm not used to not doing well. Used to doing well. So, I mean, hopefully the tactic I put together makes sense. Once we have more people around, perhaps I'll get some feedback on it. See how other people think. Get to our next game here and try this thing out officially. So this is what we're going to do. Call this D1. Hopefully this isn't going to go horribly. I know my lack of a quality striker has really put us in this bad position. Because, I mean, I managed to create tactics that are creating all kinds of good opportunities, but the strikers just aren't finishing. So I need to give them more opportunities, or at the very least bring in, involve other players. So yeah, we have been winless for far too long. We are switching to a diamond. If we lose this game or get our asses kicked, well, then it's going to have to be, it'll be very painful. But all right, so play is going to go down more of the left. It's going to be shorter passing, taking our time, building up our possession. Now already I can see this looks better because I have more players up top, more than I had before. And it'd be a matter of watching how this plays defensively. It's like looking here, this isn't so bad. This is already looking pretty good to me. That's quite a few players ready for an attacking phase here. So yeah, attacking wise, so far so good. Nothing to it. Haha. All right, so yeah, so we've also built up a little bit of possession already. It's early, so see how that goes. We should be able to maintain it. It's a matter of holding this defensively. That's what's really going to be the tell on whether or not this can work. Because we have decent central defenders. So I'm going to have to trust them to really hold it together. Look at this, 65% possession. So this, possession-wise, this is good. We're getting some corners, and we're not getting enough offense. So, strangely enough, the thing that I thought looked good at the start, well, we haven't seen another replay, or highlights. But they are also playing with 7 at the back over there. Like, they have 7 defenders. So, cracking their defense might be part of the problem. But at least we can work up to it slowly, and we're keeping a lot of the ball here. Our XG is slightly better than theirs. Okay, so this wasn't terrible numbers-wise. Individual performances, nobody's doing horribly. I guess my right back, maybe Diallo. Address the team. Not happy with it. That's what I'm going to say. Although, yeah, I'm going to keep Diallo on the left. I just thought of this. If he's advancing and he's dropping, the play is coming from this direction. Then yeah, this should be the target because he's up here. Yeah, this is better. I think that's what I should have done. Let's try it this way. We're getting more chances already here. We just haven't had a highlight, so none of them have been good. Generating offense from any of my tactics has been the problem, and I think it's to do with the lack of quality players. Okay, so here we are. We're not getting what we want out of this. Diallo's motivated. Well, that's good at least. So far, this is not creating anything like I want. So what do I change? I'm going to give it a little bit more time because the 2 players I would sub off are both motivated currently. Still motivated. 6.7, 6.9. Voaba is the one right now who is not inspiring enough. I'll put Valero there, and I'm bringing in Cabral for that position. I don't know what to do here. Kenny. Or best as a channel forward. Okay, so you're not really tall. Oh wait, you got 18 jumping reach. What the hell? You have 18 jumping reach, dude. The hell did that come from? 12, 13. He surprisingly has a decent jumping reach. His heading isn't great, but his jumping reach is good. He should still be able to win the odd header. So he may not be a back. He's a decent backup for both of these positions then. That's all right. I can't think of another change to make just yet, so I'm just not going to. If I had a goal or something right now, this would make my decision-making process easier. So we are dominating possession. We're getting that out of this tactic. Okay, well, I know these guys are motivated, but I really need to make some changes. So. No, this is tough to take. I really hope this is actually our highlight and we get a goal. If we end up losing this one, I'm going to be very sad. Just give up a corner like that. That's a cheap corner to give up. Mentality is the only other thing I can really tweak. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a genuine golden opportunity right there. I like our patience on the ball. That part is good with me. Valero, come on, do something. Oh my god, what just happened? Okay, we're piling on the pressure. Good for us. Piling on pressure is not doing us any good if we can't score. Winless in 7. Winless in 7. We have to figure out a way to get some goals. We are still in 5th. We're now 14 points back of first, though. Yeah, winless first win in. We just. This is just difficult at the moment. I gotta say, like, that didn't go badly. I gotta give that tactic some time now, don't I? Like, realistically, the way that looked like if I give that a little more time, it might actually work. But no matter what I do, I absolutely have to get a striker that can score. These two are just not doing enough. Okay, well, how many more days till our next game? A week. I guess this is one of the nice things is that there's no fixture congestion. What is our team status? We're semi-professional, right? It's on the screen somewhere. Where's our professional status? Semi-professional. There we are, right there. Okay. Youth intake preview. Hey, B and strikers are among the B candidates. That's good. I'm okay with that. Below average intake though, so that's not great. But anyway, we'll see what we end up with when they show up. Recruitment players. Let's go look through here. So listed for loan, playing left wing. We've already got that here. There's really just the two, huh? Oh. Those aren't supposed to be there. Whoops. Doesn't matter. It's not like I can't just look at them and know. I can already tell that these guys are insufficient. Well, this is interesting. Huh. I hadn't looked at that yet. That's really cool. Okay. I would like to take this. Isn't that fascinating? Doing it that way. That's a good playmaker. I don't think I have any money, so. Yeah, I can't sign anyone. This guy's willing to take a non-contract? Yeah, but I think I spent all my money on a goalkeeper. I ought not to have done that. Oh, no, I didn't. I want to sell my goalkeeper. That's what it was. I want to sell him. He was wanted by somebody, and I was like, yep, I'll sell him. Then I could put a young guy in and use what money I get to try to bolster some of these positions. Because this is ridiculous, man. Like, I can't get anyone worthwhile. This is every player listed for low. Or wait, no, I have to do this. There we go. Okay. George Brown. Did he come up before when I was searching? I don't think he did. But they want money. I can't afford it. Transfer available 1.7k. Monthly contribution 2k. Like, I obviously can't afford this guy. Oh, Jesus. I obviously can't afford him. It was nice to think that I could look into that, but I imagine they're going to want money for him too. Like, this is the tough part, is I need to be able to find guys that don't need to be paid. And arguably, this guy isn't better than what I have. I mean, a little maybe, but not a lot. Yeah, see, they all want money. Ah, I need a senior affiliate. That's what I need. Do I have one? No. All right, get me a senior affiliate, guys. They're just like, no, work with what you have. Like, I can't work with what I have, you guys. You want me to finish in the top 4, and I can't do that with the shit that you've given me. Well, I guess I just keep soldiering on. I really badly need some reinforcements. Okay, first team players for squad, second team match. Holy crap. Okay, stick with it. I mean, it's not like we lost that last game. Stick with this. Played well. We ran possession up. We get a goal or two. That's all it's going to take. Got our possession fluctuating a little, but look, it's like a nothing game. There's no action. This is just fighting it out in the middle the whole time. That's okay. We're coming out on top of the possession, which to me means that we should have more chances. Like, we'll see. Yellow, find anyone. And he did. Petrelli, we have a goal. Oh my God, we have a goal. Hooray, we have scored. Now all we have to do is do it again, potentially. You know what, I'm going to stick this on positive. I need to see our team actually produce some goals here. But yay, a goal. Like, to me, that is a huge step forward. Now we just have to not allow any goals. Which we have been doing okay so far. Oh, jeez. Why'd I say that, right? This is very much there. Oh, God. Okay. Ugh. That was definitely their highlight. All right. This is how it's going to be. See, all I want is a good tactic that scores goals, keeps clean sheets, and runs up possession. Gee, that's all anybody wants. that's a tactic every manager wants right there. Shit. Christ. Okay, well. No use panicking. We are still playing well. .3 De Vega. Got everybody fired up now. This is an extremely even game. Did I do the set pieces on that? Yeah, I did. No, it didn't. That's not right. I can't change it in the middle of the game. It still hasn't been fixed. Okay. Oop. I've left my substitutes until extremely late this time. Oh. My team is trying to find a way to throw this away. Got that goal right off the bat, and things really seemed rosy for a bit. Winless in 8. Can't get anything going with this team. We are down to 6th now. But we need to start winning games somehow. I don't know how to squeeze wins out of this. Okay, well, let's review the tactics, shall we? We're going to put it on a positive mentality. Let's take this away from playmaker. We don't need two playmakers. Let's just straight up make this guy an attacker. I just realized I had two playmakers out there, and I don't need two playmakers. Now let's just straight up let him go up and attack. Which means I do want to switch sides on these guys still. If he runs into channels, he's running this direction. So is this guy. At this point, I feel like it's just going to be like one little tweak somewhere that's going to really unlock this thing. Because it is not far off. Lower tempo, shorter passing, narrower attacking. All of that has been working, getting possession to work. Counter-attacking has too high a chance to give up the ball. Yeah, I don't think that. I think these default. I'm going to tell this guy to stay wide. Right, there's a few small changes. Even though I'm quite certain the only reason nothing is working is because of the lack of quality in the players. But this team is predicted to finish 4th, so apparently the lack of quality we have is suffered by other teams as well in some way. Oh, it's another cup game. Against the league team. Ouch. I don't think we're going to get much out of this game, but it's hard to say. So let me, I don't know, should I stick with this tactic and see how it runs out against the League One team, or should I switch up the tactic to one of the other ones that I know has won a couple of cup games? But those cup games I won were against nothing teams. I feel like I'll stick with this. We'll see. We'll see if I can win possession. I don't think I'm going to win the game. Let's try to win possession. That seems like a reasonable goal. I got 9 players on the bench for this one, so that's exciting. I can actually throw some guys on the bench here. I think that looks good. Yeah. Good as any. Okay. Not going to make a bunch of changes. Getting too impatient and tweaking things constantly can actually be a negative, so. Rest the team. Play with no pressure. That's basically what's happening. Because, yeah, this is a League One team. These guys are going to be a lot better than we are by quite some length. So my only hope is to win possession. I'm not even watching it right now because I don't feel like stressing myself about it. I'm going to get a drink is what I'm going to do. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers. We are not winning possession, but we're kind of sort of keeping up, but we are losing. So far, our biggest fall back is that we cannot produce goals. So, but look at us keep possession here. Like, I like this. I like this passing. This is good. Yeah, hey, we created a chance. Not bad. Not bad. Bury a couple of those, we steal a win against the League One team. Am I right? Suddenly, my tactic looks pretty genius. Oh, wishful thinking. Which is the kind of thinking we need right now. All right. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to try to not be so damn worried about it. I mean, I know we're not going to win. Keeping it respectable. That's the goal. Letting the familiarity with this tactic build up. That's what I want. Uh-oh. That's going to be a goal, yeah. Brillambolo! That guy is somebody I've heard of, therefore. Yeah, no, we're way over our heads here. What a pretty good charge to get to this point in the cup, though. Probably make my substitutions reasonably early so I can get some of my guys that aren't in game form some running around time. We scored a goal! Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I did not expect to get one. Hey. Well, that's fortunate. Okay, like I said, keeping it respectable is my goal. So far, that's going okay. You have been unlucky so far. I'm actually going to go with that. Look at them. They're all like pumped about it. They're like, yeah. Should I get my hopes up? Should I? No, I should. Still a League One team. They are first division. We are fourth tier. Oh my! Oh wow! My goalkeeper made a great save, and then they missed the net. So we're not getting buried here, like I kind of expected us to. They have more possession, more chances, more shots, more corners, more everything, but we are still keeping this somewhat close. Which is going to go out the window in a moment because I did say I was going to make my substitutions early so that guys who do not have game shape will get a chance to play. Who scored my goal? Diallo? Then I will take out Petrelli. Passery. There we go. I made all my subs at 55. Now, if there's an injury, I'm stupid. Well, can't plan for those things. Maybe fresh legs was the secret. Maybe we're suddenly going to score a couple of goals and win this thing. That would be amazing, obviously. Then we get an away draw to PSG and make a bunch of money. That would be pretty great. Like, look at the time tick away, and we're actually keeping it close. Seriously, just give me a fluke goal right here. Just give me a highlight. Yeah, like this. Just give me a highlight. Give us a fluke goal. Let us somehow get this to penalties, and then you just never know. Honestly, though, like this to me is encouraging that this tactic can actually hold up to some pressure. Like even at this point, yeah, if they're going to score more, that's fine. It held on for a really long time against a Division One team, and I feel like if we can just get some goals, get some offense rolling, somehow milk some goals out of those strikers that are just not doing well. Coet's having a horrible game. Yeah, the biggest weakness of this team has been my strikers. Anyway, that's an expected result. Actually, I expected to lose by more. Good effort. Yeah, I can't fault my players or team for that particular game. However, Kouet had a terrible game. I don't know if that has more to do with who they were playing against or the role I have him playing. As a channel midfielder, he needs to be able to do these things, apparently. This isn't bad. Look, I feel like these attributes are pretty good for this division, so he should be fine. Maybe I just make him a straight-up attacking midfielder, though. The attributes are different. That adds composure. Well, this one still has composure. It's just more important. Work rate goes away. Okay, yeah, work rate's not important on this one. I did say let's keep it simple, so let's simplify. I'm going to change him to just an AM. That will keep him coming through the middle. That'll basically be more or less three strikers. I mean, it's not truly like a shadow striker, which would be great. Oh, second striker is what we call it now, not a shadow striker. Okay, anyway, he's not going to do that. So let's just keep it like this. Right, I actually want to save that, though. All right. Let's have a little bit of faith. You have to overcome this winless run. 8 games without a win in league is too many. What does this guy want? You want to play. I don't think you're good enough to play. No, you are terrible. I will get rid of you. You've only substituted into 1 game. I will sell you. I want to leave. Okay, well, you're going to leave at the end of the season either way. I need to build this team up differently. Because what I have is decent midfield. So I've signed some of my midfielders beyond this season. So I've retained some midfielders. I need to be able to rebuild the rest of the squad. I have Diallo for a while, which I thought he was going to develop a little bit more than he has. He's not been great. But at least I'll have a striker. Yeah, I need to invest my money in some different players next season. I have this young goalkeeper. Sheed I also signed. But I don't really have anywhere to play him, and I can't put him on the bench. See, he should be rotating with Kouet a little bit, but I think Kouet's going to be the better player of the two. He's also younger. Anyway, that's a not today problem. Who else do I have here? We signed this guy, Marquez. I don't know why. I guess at some point I thought he was going to be... Oh, I see. I probably thought he was going to be my center back that backed everybody up, and then I got another center back on loan. This guy's just not getting game time because I have other options from loans. What am I paying him? $6.75 a week. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes next season. If he ends up becoming one of my rotation options, and that means that I have significantly downgraded on... I haven't finished the season. Drop Bear, I'm in a bit of a pickle right now. I'm winless in 8 games. I'm free falling down the standings. I'm trying to get hold of this. I've switched my tactic entirely again to a diamond. I've managed to get possession under control, but I cannot score. I can't squeeze goals out of these bad strikers, and I can't get another striker anywhere at all, not even on loan. So my tactics are playing fine. Like, it's a matter of I can't get goals. It doesn't matter how good your tactic is. If you can't score, you're not getting anything, right? So this is where I'm at. Is I cannot get goals. So I'm winless in 8 games. Let me show you where we're at here. Table. That's my schedule, not the league table. How do I find my division? God damn it, you guys. They don't put it here because I'd use a custom database to even make this playable. Oh, right here. Okay, so we have fallen down to 6th. We have not won a game in 8. Most of them are draws, to be fair. So, like, we've lost 2 and drawn 6, but still, that's winless in 8. You can see here we do fine with possession. Look at that. We got the most possession in the league. Hell yeah. Not conceding is kind of mostly okay. Like, we let in 1, maybe 2 goals a game, but not much more than that. The problem is I can't score. I can't score because I just don't have good attacking players. I'm sorry that you lost your best striker. That sucks. I just can't seem to figure out a tactic that can milk goals out of these two, no matter how hard I try. I want them to score. I really do. I'd better start planning for next season, though, a little bit. Like, I'm assuming I'm still going to stay in this division at this point because I cannot find a way to recover. What am I paying this guy? $480 a week. Okay, I might want to keep him around. Does it have an agent? Well, that'll make it easier, I hope. Squad player works. $480 to $500. Okay. Promotion wage rise. Da 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 da. I'd like to make that much smaller. Can I sneak in a optional extension? Sure can. Okay, that worked out fine. So I might be able to. Okay, so again, my midfield is going to be fine for next season. I have my midfield kind of set with decent players. I really need a striker or two. So once I get a bunch of these free agents gone and I have some wage money to work with, I'm going to want to strongly consider. I have Diallo for next season as well. Well, actually, I have him for 4 more seasons. Holy crap. Anyway, I need another striker. I don't want to lose any steps on defenders, but yeah, you're 37, Jock. You're done after the season. Like, you're good for now, but I can't get more out of him. Olila, I would do anything to hang on to this guy past this season. But it's realistically not going to happen. This guy has been our rock. Like, he's our second leading scorer, and he's a left back. 20 points. I'm 20 points on the side. Below me's 19. Last place is 8. So okay, hey, look, you're doing fine. I need to figure out how to make a tactic work and get some goals. Yeah, struggling with a tactic is new to me, but it's entertaining as hell. I've just simplified this one slightly more. The thing is I'm going with lower intensity. I'm doing something different. I'm not just going with all-out attack. I'm trying to run up the possession a little bit. I don't know. It's fun. Just curse at the game more is my solution. Yeah, I've tried that a couple of times. Yeah, could shake your fist at it, right? You know, that's a solid plan. Did you shake your fist angrily at it? Well, that's all the ideas I have. That's great. Seems to help. Well, I mean, again, it's an 8-game winless streak, but 6 of them are draws, so it's not like it's terrible. It's just not great. And I would like to try to figure out how to make it at least good. It doesn't have to be great. It just good would be acceptable right now. All right, all of you are available for the second team for the next match. Go to match. Okay. So, I made a couple of small adjustments. We played against the League One side and only lost 3-1. Yeah, I know. Shouts is really the big difference maker to me that's missing in this. Like, I do believe if I had some shouts, I could have milked a little bit more out of some of these games. for the shouts that do work. But you know what? They're gone, so let's not bother focusing on that. I'm going to try this again. I've made a couple of small tweaks. The players are getting used to it now. This is the game where we break through. Are you ready? You ready for a breakthrough? So am I. This is the one. We're going to do it. We need to step up our game and put an end to our recent run of bad results. Yes, I believe in that too. Okay, that's got a few guys motivated. So here's my diamond. This is what I've resorted to, and because honestly, I keep looking at my team and I'm like, I can't make wingers happen. No matter how meta they are and necessary they are to good tactics, I just don't have wingers. The ones I try to get on loan won't come to my squad. So I just have to work with what I have. And I have a lot of midfielders. So a diamond makes sense. I have a couple of okay strikers. They're not great, but they're okay. So playing with two strikers makes sense. So this tactic is what makes sense, or this formation, I should say, is what makes sense. So we're just going to have to roll with it. And look at this. Look at this. This is okay. We've gotten a goal. It's a fluke goal, but we've gotten a goal. Muscle memory. Yeah, man. Absolutely. I hear that. Okay, well, we found a way to score a goal. We had a nice attacking phase there. Now I'm going to run up that possession. It's starting to work in our favor a little bit here. Come on, guys. Keep the possession on our side. Most of this game is going our way so far, according to these numbers. I mean, I need my defense to hold fast and keep the other team at bay. That's really one of the more important things. You should see this tactic I'm trying to work with my Accrington game in my solo game. It is fun. I'm doing something completely different, but it's really working well. I've managed to find a tactic that, and you know, this is what everyone wants. I want a tactic that keeps clean sheets, wins possession, and scores lots of goals. I'm like, yeah, those are the three things every manager wants. But I'm putting one together right now that I really think is kind of edging on that. It requires a certain couple of kind of players, but I'll show it to you at some point and see what you think of it, because it is, so far it's a marvel at how it's making things work. The in and out of possession thing, I'm really playing around with that, and it's some of the tactics I've come up with are, well, this one for sure. It starts with a 4-3-3 like this other team here has, just a normal one. But the halfback, the DM is a halfback, and then out of possession, he's a guy who slides into the CM role. So it's a central midfielder with a DM rating. And basically I have my central midfielders like that come back to DM, so I have 7 back out of possession, and the way they line up, nothing can get through. It's great. French women's save has been going well. Awesome. Bigger issue is being forced to run Algerian wingback out every time I play Saint Etienne until July. Oh, because you have one on loan from them, and you can't play against them. And they and your wage issues got fixed too, so that's nice, right? Okay, so they came back a little bit at the end of that, and I didn't notice. That's not great. Things are going well, but you're capable of better? Yep, that seems reasonable. Okay, so we're going to try to squeeze this out, guys. So far, nobody's playing badly. Just Coette's not having the greatest game, but he's motivated by this, so maybe he will get himself up there. So right now, the AMC role is the one I'm having the hardest time getting something out of. So do I bring the AMC role back to the central midfield, maybe, and do a flat midfield like that? Like this? This has potential, right? Maybe running an AMC isn't the way to go. Okay, well, let's watch this and see. Oh, no, I was hoping for a longer highlight. I don't want to watch the whole game. But a longer highlight to see how our attacking phases are going. The numbers tell me things are going well. Nice interception, Voama. Okay, we're going to take our time and build this up. Voama again with another nice interception. He's just doing his thing over there. I need lots more of that. Him I told to stay out wide, so he's doing that. Maybe a little too wide, though. That might have been a little too wide. Okay, substitutions coming up. Oh, it's 65. There, 65. Okay, so numbers are good. We just, again, aren't getting goals. We found a goal. It was a fluke goal, but it was an A goal. These numbers need to start translating into something. Goals preferably. So these two aren't playing bad. Quet started doing better. Good. And nobody on my team is really doing bad. It's frustrating when everything suggests that you're doing well. It's like, well, how do I improve if everything's going well? Yeah, see, like that's the kind of dilemma I have right now. Is like everything says I'm doing well, except the score. That drives me crazy. I'm gonna replace Diallo this time. Stick with 3 subs. Do the other 2 at 75. Even with this tactic, this one especially, like even this one, Olila is not getting as many chances. He hasn't had a chance to score in a while. On loan to buy. Okay. 3.5k spare from selling players replenished. Well, see, you got a good strategy going then. You got all that figured out. I wish I had a tiny bit of wages to spare, because with that I could actually get myself a striker. But this is the problem I'm facing, is I have good tactics rolling, decent players, just not quality finishing. And that's what this team is missing, truly, is quality finishing. Zuri, set something up. Just pop it into someone, and guys are really... I mean, our possession is great. Like, our attacking phase looks fine in theory. There's just no finish. Nice interception, Zuri. Find somebody. Don't kick it at the goalkeeper. Look at this. He had 3 guys to cross it to, and he kicks it at the goalkeeper. What a dumbass. I am flabbergasted by that. Hmm. Okay. Sure, we might have found something here. Patilli doing fine there. Waba has been doing much better since he switched his role. Seems to be more involved in phases of the play. Good. Kenny, do something. Get in. Get in. Oh, how did that stay out? How? 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 I don't even get that. That makes no sense. Wow. We are doing everything right. It just won't go in for us. Okay, 76, whatever, close enough. Time to make my other substitutions. I don't want to take out Olila, but I have to. He needs the rest. Diop will go on for help. Well, see, and this is where I'm worried about conceding, is when I make changes, take out my best players. But ever since I moved it to positive as well, like things look good. There's no reason for us to be struggling as much as we are here. Surely these goals are going to come. Like they just have to. And that one just seemed to have gone off of his nose and wide. Like, what were you doing, Petrilli? I can't fathom what's happening here. Okay, again, we're playing out from, and then we're going to take our time, which is good. This is what I want to see. Work on our possession, make sure people are in position, and throw the ball away. That's not what I had in mind. Don't frickin' concede an equalizer right now. At least that right now we're in a winning position. We haven't won in 8 games. Possession's good. Shots are good. XG is good. Okay, we just threw it down the pitch and gave it right back to them. Oh my god. Okay, well, we've eked out a win with a fluke goal in the 4th minute, but again, everything about this suggests we should have done. My best player was a central defender. That says a lot about how that game went. I don't get complacent over a 1-0 win. We didn't play well as we can, but I'm going to go with this one, and they're pretty stoked on that, yeah. The problem is, unless I do a particular transfer of a older kid in the summer with a clause for the next sale, I have no idea how I can afford the wages to compete with America, Asian, or English clubs. Yep. Building a team up is the challenge. We have won a game, though, finally. After going 8 games without a win, we have won a game, and we're back up to 5th. So the crisis has been averted. I mean, granted, 6 of those were draws in that winless run, but it's still not good. We are well back of first place, 13 points back of first place. Oh, so that's not great. And now we've got the new year rolling in, so we're going to have some decisions to make, choices to be had. Got a lot of messages here, so I'm going to slow this roll. Okay. Coaching advice. This is a guy that I shortlisted. Probably because he's reasonably versatile in a few positions, but he is not good attribute-wise. Why did I want this guy? Probably because I just needed humans on my team. He's not really good though, so I'm just going to take him off my short list. Right, player contracts expiring. Right. $2,800 a week. Oof. Pace merchant who is versatile. Oh, you were talking about this guy? It's just not good enough though. It's probably not. He's under 80 current ability for sure, probably. So, staff, second team assistant manager. I see no reason to go hunting for staff at this point. I'm just going to resign the staff I have. Under 19's manager. Okay, got that done. Now it's the players I really need to think about. I partially need to plan for being in the same division next year, and I partially need to think about what if I do go up. So this is a 37-year-old goalkeeper. I think that for the 1.1k per week I'm spending on him, I could use that money better. Thibaut Jock, he's also, I believe, 37. 37, yes, central defender. His attributes are crashing every second. 1k a week is a lot on my team. Pashere is 33, and his attributes are crashing. He is a backup for to a player that have next season anyway. Anyway, Petrilli is 32. He's their target man. Clearly, he's not a guy I want to hold on to because he is just playing awful. He's one of the reasons we're not winning any games because we can't get any goals, and he's one of the reasons why. Kemo Kenny has been somewhat versatile. He's provided me with a right winger when I do use wingers. 725 a week though. I like how he's 18 jumping reach, but only 9 in heading. Like that one confuses me a little. He's only 28. Okay, let's see how much he wants on an extension. Okay, so he has no agent. 725. If I can get him to go back down, the problem is if he is on 2800 single-digit French caps, how in the world am I beating Leo? With a better tactic. I don't know how to answer that. It's a tough one. You make a good point though. Enter contract negotiation. So if I could get him to go down from 725 a week, first of all, you have to be a squad player. 650. Okay, so he's actually willing to come down. So I can pay this guy slightly less. He adds a little bit of depth for me. He's not great. He's not bad. Okay, so we're going to keep hold of Kemo Kenny for another year. So that gives me some options next season. This guy I'm not playing. Voama. I've already offered him a contract. I have a contract extension clause on him. Didn't I offer him a contract? Oh, yeah. He's already signed for 2 more years. Why is he on that list? He shouldn't be on this list. He's re-signed for... Okay, so this guy's no good. These guys are all just useless players for me. So that's just a bunch of money I would like to use for something else. Okay, so I can't set them for release yet, apparently. Alright, so if I keep hold of Kenny, that gives me a depth player. I have a striker. I have my midfield set. I have another midfielder here. I have a young goalkeeper, which I might just roll with. And I have another central defender who I have no idea why I re-signed him. At one point, he was part of my plans, and then I got a couple of good center backs on loan. And I hope that he doesn't become one of my options again next season. If he does, he does. I'll have to just figure it out. But for now, a striker is going to be my top priority next season, no matter what. So here we are. We're on the 1st. Now I should be able to set them for... Nope. Set for release, so I can do it here. It's funny that it's not an option over here. It's very strange. I'm tempted to see if I know he's 33, but he's actually fairly decent. And he is a backup right now, but only because I have a guy on loan. If he wants to take less money, I think I might actually try to retain this guy. 675. No, you're not an important player. You're a squad player. Get no guarantees. Oh my god, you're going to be like that, are you? Cool. That was easy. Thanks for helping me make my decision. So contract set for release. Contract set for release. Contract 2. Now, the reason for doing this is if this feature still exists in this game, and it ought to, setting these guys for release should then adjust my future budget, my next season's projected budget, taking these guys off of that projection. Okay, so This is my wage budget. Next season's wage budget. Committed wages. So that will have come off of here. Should have. No, it didn't. Well, maybe I need to move ahead a day before it does. 15.11. I'll go ahead and move ahead. So the transfer window opens. Transfers, wage budget. There we go. Committed total. See, it's all come off of there. That's how much I have committed to next season now. Probably 3 or 4 years out. Well, sometimes you got to make plans for the future like that, but I don't know if I would want to be planning a 22-year-old for 3 or 4 years away, unless they're going to be developing really well. So right now we're a little bit over our wages, but that's okay. So here's what I have for next season. So I'm going to have a little under 8,000 per week to fill my team. It's going to be tough to do, obviously. Make board request. No. Don't want to ask them for money. Especially right now. They'll probably say no. Borderline French national team player? Well, that's good. That's really good. You want them on the national team for sure. That boosts their value a lot. So I definitely need a striker. I'm going to have to rebuild my entire defense. This is one of the main frightening things about this is I have to build a whole new defense. Which to me means I need to start looking at players whose contracts are going to be expiring and starting to preemptively get them on my radar. Contract status is expiring in 6 months. So let's look at expiring players, shall we? Here's a winger. I don't know if I want to start trying to also get wingers onto this team because that would just be so much more money I'd have to spend. Let's try to stick with the formation we have, but improve it. Okay, this guy right here. 30 years old, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's bad. Getting a 30-year-old sometimes is like the way we're going to have to go. Like overall he's good. He's better than what we have. He just I worry that he will go get worse. Like if he gets markedly worse, especially on physicals, then he's no better than what we have. And on a semi-professional club, he's not training all the time. So even if he plays all the games, he's going to have some regression. 800 a week, and I doubt he'll take less. And let's find out. Slight interest. Okay, he's keeping his options open, so he's not even looking to sign. No. Okay. So that doesn't matter. Right, wing back, 22 years old, 420 a week with potential. Okay. So this guy's not bad. Like he would be a good player right now. It would be an upgrade on my right back. Obviously, my right backs are just terrible. But he seems to have more potential as well, so he might develop more. Plus, he does play winger if I ever get stuck needing one of those. Let's... Okay, he has no agent. That's going to help. Let's see what we got here. Regular starter. I think we can handle that. Oh, it's not going to let me... Oh, it won't let me work with my wage budget that I have available starting next season. That's crazy. Yeah, but it does right there, remaining. Oh, this is strange right now. This is what I thought I had remaining, so this should let me, but it won't. That's awful. Okay. I thought it would let me use my budget for next year like it has in the past. So I can't even sign guys ahead of time, which would be the best way to get some players. That makes life tough. That guy's nuts. Yeah, no, it's going to make me work with my current wage budget, even to sign players for the end of the season, even though it has shown that the committed amount there, and it even showed me that I have 7,500 per week available for next season. Just won't let me commit any of it right now. Which is very, very annoying. Okay, well, all I can do then is add some of these guys onto my short list. Hope they're still around. Wow. Any of my players currently wanted? Just the guy that's already on my team. Although, having said that, he is available. He doesn't want to stay here. Okay. That's too bad. I would like to keep him. Olila, I would pretty much do anything to keep here. Way to extend this loan. Yeah. Loan offers cannot be made if this loan deal cannot be extended so soon after it started. Okay, well. I'm definitely going to try to keep him. If I can keep him, that would be amazing. One of them surely won't be around at 40. She's fucking slut. Yep, pretty much. Cabral is on a youth contract. Not interested in staying. Diop, I would like to keep if that's possible. No, he is actually signed to be on this season. Okay, so I can't extend his loan contract yet. Well, I don't know what else to do right now. I can't make any moves for anyone. I have freed up some wage space for next season. But that's next season. I have no ability to make any changes whatsoever to this team. Unless they are free loans. So far, we're not finding anybody that can be loaned that would be worth it. really wanted him, and he was willing to come. Yeah, I had this loan lined up, but then they couldn't loan out more players. Oh. It's listed for loan. Just, I need loans where they don't want wages or need wages. Alright, let's look at some guys that I don't even have ports on. Why is this guy worth so much? No wage contribution. Okay. I mean, let's try. I mean, he's not a lot better than who I have, but it's somebody different. Let's try to get that guy. The fact that they don't need a wage contribution makes him very, very tempting. I'm looking at how they're sorted. I'm like 1.2 million, 325k, 1.1 million. It's the number at the beginning that they're sorted by, not the number at the end. I wish I could sort them by the bigger number. That would make more sense to me. Like, this guy's 2.6 million. He would be much higher up. It's very funny that they're sorted so strangely like that. I'm looking for a right back. Not gonna find anyone. Let's see if we can get that striker. Be nice if we can land somebody. Kenny's been resigned. Okay. Looks like we are getting a striker in on loan. Which would normally be exciting, but he's not a big upgrade over who we have. He's just a different player. And that's okay. That might make a difference. Let's find out, right? I don't know if he's an upgrade at all, but he might be. We'll give him a chance, right? Worst thing that'll happen is nothing. Alright, let's go look at this. Oop. I don't know why it does that. Okay, new striker. First thing I'll do is plop you on the bench. Kenny's been kicked off the bench. Signs a new contract, gets kicked off the bench. So if I was to play you, channel forward, center forward, and poacher, you're not much of a target forward. So you're not exactly going to replace Petrilli, but that's who I would be more likely to swap out. So that to me means that I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to make this a personalized one. I put you here. You're playing, you're going to be... Oh, he's got good numbers for a poacher. Wait, is his concentration legit too? What is it? Center forward. Well, if his concentration is 2, we don't want him to do that one. So probably center forward, so he's just going to end up being the same as Diallo. So we'll just have 2 center forwards, I suppose. It's not all bad. Don't really want to make him into a channel forward, so yeah, it's just... Okay, so that's what he is. So then if I put Petrilli back, it should turn target forward. Yep, there we go. Nothing to it. I have another striker. Let's see if he can add something to the attack. Available players for this match. When's the next time I play? Oh god, not for a while. So basically, anyone looking match fitness needs to go in to this next game. Kenny has the worst training rating on the team on top of all other things. Damn it. Get him signed, and he probably doesn't train well. Oh well. He's there to be a depth player. What am I going to do? It's not like I'm counting on him to carry the squad. This is a lot more like Football Manager Touch, where it just goes through the days if you have nothing that you need to stop for. It's not like 24 where it stops every 3 times a day. This one goes through days just a little bit quicker, which is alright. Here's Paid complaining again. I keep telling him I'll sell him, and he's like, "No, I don't want to go." Okay. I don't have to keep you here. You're not. I know you're not playing because you're not good enough to play. Oh, that's gonna start an ad soon. I'm gonna run this ad right now and just take a quick bathroom break. That way you guys don't miss anything. So, yeah, I'm gonna run a quick ad. I will be back. I'm sure that's one of the things people always compliment me for on this particular stream is that I don't run a lot of ads. I don't like ads. I don't want you guys to have to put up with them. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. That took a little bit more than 2 minutes because I decided to make a couple of sandwiches. Because they're fun. Oh my god, there you go. You lose half your viewership for running an ad. That's a hell of a thing. Oh well. I do it for the fun and the social aspect, Eddie. Let's try to get this on track, see how this new striker does. We're almost to our next game. Okay, other teams are making offers for my players after they leave. I don't mind that. Shame I can't do the same. I don't think I can. No, like it's crazy. They will not let me sign based on next year's wage budget. I thought for sure that would be a thing you could do. Down to sixth, but we have a game in hand, so we can potentially get 24. So we can only really move up back to. My God, we're out of striking range of the top four at this point. So we really need to step it up, start turning our fortunes around. Who are we playing? Maybe it's one of the teams ahead of us. That would be a pretty big deal if it was. I don't think it is because we have a game in hand and they don't. Most likely playing these guys. Look at the sharpness, the match sharpness. Just all of my players fall off from that 2 week break. That's crazy. And that's how you know it's a semi-professional team. Ooh, no, I'm not giving away players. No, I'm not. Gosh, I can't believe they think I'm going to give players away. That's just not a thing I would do. Reason to sell players for zero? Get out of here. I don't care if I've committed to releasing them. I need them there to the end of the season, just in case. Yeah, that's who we're playing. Okay, so we're playing one of the bottom teams. We are very much expected to win this. But that hasn't been the way things have been going lately. Set all the expectations you like. It doesn't mean we're going to meet them. Okay, so I got my it's highlighted. I don't. Oh, I see. I see. He's in a player only. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't realize that's what that was for. That's for if they have a player only tactic. Neat. All right, new strikers going in. Let's find out what will be. Everybody's got no freaking match sharpness going into this. Favorites for a reason? Okay. That usually doesn't get me much, but I don't have the media has been giving us a lot of credit lately speech, which always works. because the media has no reason to give us credit. We're terrible. Oh, come on. Jesus. Come on. Team. Possession's looking good. So the only highlight up to this one was there, so hopefully this one will be a good one for us. Again, the build-up looks nice. I like it. I like this measured, patient approach. Guess nothing came of that. Oh, the new guy got a shot. Would have been nice if he scored, but that's all right. That's a good start. .72% possession. Like I'm pretty thrilled with this so far. I just want to see a goal. Getting good numbers out of this has not been a struggle. Getting goals has been the struggle. Oy, oy, oy. Well, numbers are good again, but the new striker hasn't done much yet. He's on a 6.5, same as Diallo. Vuma's on a 6.4, though, so for once he's not having a big impact on the game. Plenty of people up front here. Like, there's just the shame we're not doing well. Oh, that was nearly an interception. All right. Time for substitutions. Like I said, Vun was not doing well. Let's give Valerio a chance to influence the game. Put Cabral in here. New striker is not doing great. Petrilli goes back out. Olila is tired, but he's my best player, so he's staying until the 75th. Coet, make something happen. You just shot that at the outside of the post. Look at these numbers, guys. It's infuriating to not be able to get wins from these games. Come on. Pass it up front. There you go. Coet does it. He squares it up to Diallo, and we got a goal. Yes, finally. Ah, a little bit of relief right there, I tell you. All right, let's get our other substitutes done. Valm with a yellow card. You're coming off. Oliva's tired. Let's save him. And then, of course, Zuri for De Vega. Oh, that's just such a relief to get that goal. Just have to maintain what we're doing. We haven't even allowed them to get a shot on goal, so get a second goal. That would make me feel really good. I would feel like this is actually this is working if I could get a second goal here. Oh, Valerio! Yes! And Coet sets it up again. Finally, he's showing up. So I guess switching him to just a simple attacking midfielder seems to have ignited him a little. Simplifying his role did something. Valerio playing that attacking mid role, I mean, I might need to leave him over there if this is how it's going to go. I wish Pajari did actually want to stay. He might not be the worst guy to have as like a backup left back. Even if he loses some attributes a little, he's still going to be good in the long run. Oh, look at this. We got a penalty. Jacques, our center back, the captain. Come on, captain. And the captain scores. All right. Make it so. Okay, 3-0. Look at this. It's an actual, real, genuine win where the XG and the numbers scored actually line up. Oh, that is amazing. I don't know what that does in terms of the standings, but we'll find out after. First thing I'm going to do is tell them, good job. I haven't been able to say that to them in a while. Good game. Yeah, haven't been able to say that in a long, long time. All right, so that moves us up to fifth. Okay, now we are in kicking distance of the top four. We're 2 points back from fourth. We're still a full 7 points back from third, and a whopping 14 points away from first. So the way we have slipped has been bad. We're supposed to be a top four team. We're not. We're fighting for it. That's. I mean, I thought, hey, a top four team. I could surely take a top four team to the top, but I had no idea just how overclassed these guys really were. Their expectations do not match the players that they gave me. Okay, that's fine. My new striker did not necessarily make a huge impact in his first game, but you know what? That's fine. He doesn't have to. Okay, we played here. Our next game's here. But then I have to watch because there's a midweek game here, so we're going to have to do some resting of players in between those. Not a problem. However, we did say, and I did see, Valerio had a really big impact playing over here. That means Vama has to play central midfielder. I don't know about that. See, I thought he was going to be my Creative player option. Now he's suddenly regressing. He signs a new contract for an extra season and suddenly he's regressing. He's only 29. Well, anyway. I think that I might give him a game off next one and run out Majid, see how that goes. Or, you know, optionally, Coët is actually potential for that. What? Look at this. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I put Coët back there and put Majid as the attacking midfielder. Well, we have possibilities, so this is good. Like I said, I have midfielders for days. That's why I decided to try Stinking Diamond. This is using what I have to the best of their abilities. The lack of wingers is problematic, but oh, we have a midweek game now. I hope I didn't mess this up. I might have. I guess I didn't look far enough ahead on the calendar. Oh, did they just cancel our match? Oh, that was nice of them. Okay, now I'm not going to worry. They moved it way over here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought this was 2 weeks away. I thought this was the week we were. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I didn't rest my players for that. That would have only been 2 days rest. A couple of them probably wouldn't have been available for that. So I got lucky. They canceled that match and moved it. That's phenomenal because. Oh, no, they would have been ready. Oh, well. Don't care. Moving on. Does the team I'm playing next use a diamond as well? That's what this says. Oh, and this is the team directly behind me. We really need to beat them. Yeah. This is a very important game we're about to play. We're on the transfer window, eh? It doesn't really affect us because we got the only player I think we're going to get. I don't think we're not in the running to try to improve anywhere else. I'm just going to be happy we got a striker at all. We are only very small favorites for this one. As the away team, that is something to build off of. I just talked about playing my sheet. He has the worst rating. God damn it. I hate that. Oh well. Available first team players. Okay, let's get in here and I think I'll just stick with who I have then if Machine's not going to be ready. Sounds very much like he won't. Yeah, I'll stick with this one. Vuamo will just play central midfield. It would be nice. I don't know. There's 11 pace. Don't overthink it. He had the worst training. Do not put in the player that had the worst training. That's what I'm going to go with. Thought about playing him. He trained poorly. It won't be him this week. All right, huge away game here. We've been on a good run lately, have we? We won, what, a couple of games? Okay, so yeah, these guys also play Diamond, so it is the Diamond Showcase. Oh god, we're green. I hate when we're green. Olila! Set up a goal. Set up a goal. Set up a goal. Give me a goal. Give me a goal. That's a goal! Coet! Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm glad I left him in there. This is good that Coet has decided to finally just show up and be a fixture on the team. This is why I signed him. He's a good young player with lots of upside. So if he can start contributing, that would be amazing. The chances of us going up raise exponentially if players like him can contribute. Here we come again, looking dangerous again. See, who says everything has to be high tempo, constant pressure all the time? Channel I could raid. Unfortunately, I only have a small handful of subscribers, and most of them request that I do not raid, but I appreciate the recommendation. Lots of them like to come back and not be on a random different channel, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, the few subscribers I have are the ones that I listen to. Now let's see if we can get more out of this. One goal is nice, but two is better. And conceding is far, far worse. Okay, well. So much for my plan. I was getting excited there for a minute. Got my hopes up. What are you going to do? Oh my god, come on. That's two headers over the bar. Back-to-back succession. That is frustrating. No. No. I don't like the way this looks already. Oh. Okay. My goalkeeper just came up with a great save. Still not re-signing him, but that was a great save. Oh, way to make me nervous, game. Again, our numbers are good. They're decent. I like the possession. I'd like to see more of our shots go on target. All right, well, I'm going to tell my players that. Better have been the better team here. No. No, no. Why do I tell them I need more shots on goal? That's not even one of the options. Oh. I have to be encouraging. I'm going to have to do this. No, I want to tell them I'm not happy. Do I listen to my assistant manager or not? I often don't. Ah, fine. Oh, see, look at this. That barely had any result whatsoever. That was a bad call. Assistant manager did not make a good call. I made a worse call by listening to him. I should have told him I'm not happy. It would have fired some of them up. I'm sure of it. Almost time for substitutions, and we are not in the driver's seat. That makes me more nervous than ever. Oh, that was a huge save. I think that was actually going to go in at the post there. So my goalkeeper came up with it. Punt Deme. Okay, Zanza's motivated. He's about the only one. Let's look at my players' ratings here. De Vega definitely. Oh my god, look at this. Raji is on 6.3. That's my new striker. Valerio's having a terrible game. Mama's playing better. Oh god. Alright, so we definitely know he's coming off. Valerio, I'm gonna move you over. No, I'm keeping you. I don't want to take Valerio out. The thing is, like, he is too good of a player that can influence things. We know De Vega's having a bad game. You know what? Let's just stick with those two for now. Valerio's having a very bad game, and that's upsetting, but he's one of the players who's most likely to turn that around. Come on, counter. No, all right. Still there, freaking. Oh, that was okay. Nerve-wracking. It's absolutely their highlight. Okay, we're on 70 here. He's not getting better. Okay. I hate taking out a player that good. Even good players have bad games, right? Leela, I don't want to sub off yet. What the hell was that, Zuri? Seriously, he just heads it down to their team. And now, of course, there's going to be pressure coming our way, and he misses that pass. Gets walked around like a pylon. And almost concedes the game-winning goal. Ah, man. I still don't want to sub off of Leela. It's like, I'll just do it later. 90th minute or something. Give the other guy like 2 minutes of running time. I don't care. Intercept. Just, come on. Turn it into our highlight. Every highlight is theirs. Here we go. Cabral, thank you for granting my request. And Zanzetta, Coet! Yes, Coet! Yes! Oh, that guy. See, I need somebody to score. It's not a striker, but hey, I'm getting goals all of a sudden. Now I can sub Olila. kind of want to go into cautious approach, but at the same time, I just want to stick to what we're doing. So I'm not going to change it. Given the slim margin by which we were favorites here, so simple 1%. This is a fine away game, honestly. Yellow, nice try there. Could have turned into something, but if nothing else, you wasted a lot of time. We're in our own zone here. Build it up, build it up. Nice 1-2 with the winger. Coet sets it up to Petrelli. Could Diallo! All right. Boom, there we go. This is what we need. A whole lot more of that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, team. That's what we need. See, now that makes all of this worthwhile. Oh my gosh, that was a good win. I like being able to tell them they've played well. I do. I like being able to do that. Okay. 5 unbeaten all of a sudden. We went from 8 winless to 5 unbeaten. I mean, the tactical change seems to be doing okay. So, standings wise, we are still in 5th, but we are tied for 4th with a game in hand. So that matters. That makes a big difference. The team that we just beat moved down to 8th. That's fine. You have to focus on up. We're still 5 points away from 3rd, 6 from 2nd. So we really need to beat these teams when we play them. That's going to be the only way to get past them. This is the first place team up next, I believe. It is. So we play the top team. And then we don't play any of the other top teams for a little bit here. But so this is a big test. It's away too, so this is like huge. How many days until that game? We have a whole week. That's the one thing going in our favor, is that it's a whole week away. We'll make a decision closer to that time. We'll lock this game in though. Injury to oh, okay. Right. That guy. This guy's always concerned that he's not playing, so I'm constantly like, okay, I'll let you go. Then he's like, I don't want to leave. And I've been doing that with him over and over and over again. Like a never ending cycle. I don't get it. I think he'd figure it out by now that either I will let him go or he can just shut up. Big training report here for Coet. What's all that about? He is... Oh no, that's bad. Out of possession training. Central midfielder. No, he's right. That's not what he's playing. Okay, well, at least one of my players is on an upward trajectory. So far, he's the one carrying us, so better than no one. See, this is what they want me to do. They want me to play Olila on the right and Pajari on the left, which makes sense because my right backs are just awful. But I tried that a couple of times, and Olila just cannot play on the right very well. That would be using my two of my better players in the same game without one of them having to come off the bench, but it just hasn't been good when I've tried it. They want a Brawl to play the attacking position. That's interesting. They want Diallo to play target forward. What? Pretty sure he doesn't do that. No, he's not good at target forward. I'm going to keep it the way it is. Available players for second team match. Okay, so we're not going to make a bunch of changes again. I feel like this guy's going to break through once he gets some match sharpness and gets used to the structure. His familiarity is getting good. All right, let's give it a whirl. Off we go to figure out whether or not we can continue to do well. I mean, I'm getting more and more nervous as time goes on because that run of 8 winless games really messed with my psyche a little. Now we're on a 5-game unbeaten run, and I'm like, well, this is looking up. But I don't know how long it'll last, especially against the top team. Here we are playing the first place team. Like this is a real test for us. Away from home, no less. If we can somehow get points off these guys, it'd be a really nice boost to show that we can still contend. Look at them just turning us into frick. They just walked past us like we weren't even there. Oh my god. Oh. I can't believe how easy he made that look. I know these guys are in good form, but we have to be every bit as good as them. I feel like we are. We're winning possession. We just have to do something with it. None of these are actual... Oh, here we go. It's a highlight for us. Okay, that's all we got out of that. Yeah, no, it's like none of those are actual highlights, so we're not going to score on them. Yeah, this is not great at all. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. That one's just fine to say. Very on brand. It's just gonna keep going like this, is it? Oh crap! It looks like it's gonna be their highlight unless we steal the ball. Steal the ball. Steal the ball. Come on, Olila. Do it all by yourself. Steal the ball. Go to the other end and score a goal. I'll tell you what, this is not looking promising. Diallo, both of my strikers are having a shit game, and of course they've scored on us. I am just remiss for how to get over this hump. I have no idea how to get over this hump. Let's try this. Now we're playing down the left side. That's the other thing. Progress through both X. To hell with it. Balanced. Well, he's given everything he can to this game. Well, this is sad. Yes, it's the top team, but I really think that we could have done so much more with this. Cool. Grab a goal so we don't get shut out. That would be great. Go break their clean sheet. I don't like when the other team gets a clean sheet on me. So getting a goal would be cool. Hey, Diallo! All right, he's starting to show up. Obviously, I like that. He's kind of the one striker I hung my hat on and tried in hopes of having a striker for next season as well. I was hoping he was going to improve more this season, but he's starting to show up a little. Coette's starting to do good. Just got to get rid of some of these older guys. Coette. Oh man, up shit. We almost tied that up and stole a point. That would have been amazing. Oh well. Shit. I just. I don't like what I saw from this team. No, I do not. No, I do not. I agree with the assistant manager in that particular take. It's not great. Back down to sixth. And a full 3 points. 3 points? 3 points out of fourth, but we still have that game in hand. Oh man, but we are so far away from first, especially now. And how many games do we play in this season here? 30. We played 18, so there's only 12 left. So like 13 for me, and we are 17 points away from first. Yeah, that's not happening. We had to beat that team in order to have a realistic chance of even thinking about approaching them. We just haven't been good enough. 7 wins, 6 draws, 4 losses is very insufficient. what does this next game look like for us? I guess losing to the first place team is not the best measuring stick for. I'm gonna put Petrelli back in as a starter. I feel like having just a different role was actually a factor on the team there. Go to match. Petrelli, yes, of course. I don't want to make a ton of sweeping changes. That wasn't even a bad game. This is still an away game. We have the quality to compete in this league. Unfortunately, with the players they have, the quality up front isn't the best, and the meta tactics all have wingers. And this team has no wingers. Something? No! Damn, that would have been nice to open up that early with a goal. Petrelli was right there. I don't even know how that stayed out. I don't know if he literally just sliced that across horizontally. I didn't really see it through the players, but that looked like a very poor attempt. But it might have just hit somebody as well, and that would make more sense. Well, that would have been nice if Diallo had raced to that ball first. Speed is a big factor on this game still. Not the be all and end all like it was, but it's still a big factor, which is good. It should be. This has got to be in Coet. There we go. Okay, so all of a sudden Rafael Coet is turning into a very, very good player. That's something we needed out of this. Apparently, simplifying his role was all I needed to do. If he keeps scoring, it takes a lot of the pressure off the strikers. And the strikers can contribute when they contribute. Yeah, I was like, that's offside. So that was offside. Okay, but my goalkeeper still made a pretty great save. I'm tempted to try to resign him to see if he will take less. If he will take less money, I know he's 37, but goalkeepers can often play. I don't know what I'm going to have for a goalkeeper without him, and he is not bad, no, but he's getting worse. I saw he was getting a lot worse. Sadly, I just I have a young goalkeeper who's really not that great, but he will get better if I play him. It's a tough choice. Goalkeeper is not the most important position to me. Valerio! He's got an assist and a goal now. See, that's what I need out of him. That's why he has the quality to do things for this team. Why I re-signed him. That's why I put him in that attacking position. He just needs to keep being that guy. Excellent, excellent, excellent first half. Just yay! This is probably the best first half I've seen us do in a while. Numbers wise, it's not the best, but score wise, this is what matters. Right? We're still winning possession. We still have better numbers, but hey. Now, what do I say here? I'm pleased because that's dangerous to me. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . I'm just gonna go all out on praising them. I really want them to be elated. If I'm gonna go praise, then I'm gonna go extreme with the praise. I want them to kind of run on that high, that adrenaline, you know? Keep working that possession upwards. Uh, this is why Ah! Oh, come on. Come on, man. Not making any substitutions right away. Yes, I am. Oh, Jesus, that's frustrating. See, that's not the kind of thing Alila would normally do. That was a giveaway, bad pass. He doesn't normally do those. Putting him over on the right side is somewhat scary. Okay. We have not equalized here. Need to make something of this. Which striker isn't playing? Crap, I don't know. Neither of them are doing particularly well. Both Jacques and Valm are both playing well, though. I will sub off Diallo today. Just to do something different. See, give those other two a chance to work together, because I don't think they have yet. There we go, set something up. Penalty. I subbed off the captain. Who is my penalty taker after him? Olila. I also subbed him off. Oh no! Body language, body language, body language. Nobody. Shit. Nobody here is very good at Pitrelli. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be Pitrelli. Come on, old man. Give me some breathing room. Thank you. Thank you. That's what we need. That's the kind of thing we need. Pop in another just for fun. Don't mind if I do. Oh, how the hell did that stay out? It just bounced on the goal line. My player stood there and watched it while their defender cleared it. That was odd. You know what? I'm throwing it back for this last little bit. Cool. That's a decent win. I get to tell them that. Did that help us in the standings any? Fifth. We are in fifth. Tied for fourth. So that's something. Top team is the only one that goes up, I'm pretty sure. So I think. How does it work in this division? Top team is guaranteed, or does more than one team go up? I don't actually know. So yes, the champions go up, and that's it. 3 teams go down. I see that. Only 1 team goes up. Which makes sense because there's 1, 2, 3 teams going up, 3 teams coming down from national. Okay. So yeah, you got to win your division to go up. That's just how it is. We have 12 games to make up 14 points. Nothing to it, right? Like, damn, it's just going to be a snap. It's just that easy. Pretty sure we're going to be in this division again next season. That's crazy. Like, you can have seasons where you're playing lower leagues in, like, England and such, and as long as you get into the playoffs, you can sneak into the next division. You don't always have to win your division to move up. I guess if you go lower down, like really low down, you do, but this is only the 4th tier here. I mean, imagine if you're in League 2 in England and you have to finish first to go up, and that's it. That'd be very different indeed. So yeah, I mean that would be one less step that Wrexham would have taken, for example, because they ended up having to go in via playoffs the first time to go up. But wow, yeah, this is quite the challenge. You have to be the best team, bar none. Okay, Petrelli did not play well. Or, sorry, Petrelli did play well. Baraji. Valerio had a good game. Coette's playing like a bad man lately, keeping him out there. It's my set pieces I want to review. Can't review them from here. Yes, I can set pieces. Set pieces. Oh, I can't review them from here. Apparently that button doesn't work. Set pieces. What? They're gone again? Is this bug returned? What the hell's happening? I didn't know it was gone again. Now it's back to awkward. Man. Oh, that is really annoying. Mm. I'm just super pissed off right now. I thought that was addressed. So for some reason it took my set pieces away. Now they've reset the training back to awkward. Oh, that is not impressive at all. I don't know when it happened. Okay. Anyway. Finish dwelling on it. Let's go and see if we can't continue our winning ways. Let's see if we were home or away this time. Home! We are home. I think we just played these guys, so we're already having another game against them. But we beat them at their place. I feel like they're playing a completely different formation. Yes! Early start. Petrelli's back in the good column here. Okay, I'm glad I stuck with him for this game. I mean, I get this third striker. I play him like 3 games and I sit him out. Go right back to the 2 guys that were pissing me off. But you know something? It's fine. Maybe that little bit of pressure on them is all it took. Or maybe just getting used to this tactic was what we needed. But so far, this is playing much better than I expected it to. And really, it's using the players we had in the best possible way. All the other tactics I was using was leaving 1 or 2 good players on the bench or out completely. As much as I'd like to make a tactic and then shoehorn my players into it, it wasn't the smartest thing to do. To make a tactic based on what I had. And as much as it's tough, crazy, that was close. Tough to play without wingers. Well, that was what we had to do. My first tactic that I tried to make without wingers, though, had 3 at the back, and it was not pretty. Not as nice looking as this one so far. Things are going well, but you're capable of better. I like that. That motivated some guys. Every time I go in there and I swap Olila to the right, it's after he's already really tired. So I think this game what I might do is make that change a little earlier. I know De Vega got an assist and he's playing well, but I don't expect him to keep doing that all game. He's one of our weakest players. Right back is our weakest position, probably by some length, followed closely by striker. Who cares? Petrelli is scoring again. These guys go on streaks. Diallo with an assist. Love it. So I'm going to go on 50 minutes, and there we go. Oh, 50 on 1. Pretty good, eh? Whoops, I'm going to do combined. Put you here. Pageran. So yeah, we're going to do this nice and early to give them more chance to influence the game. That now means that both of my wingbacks are stronger players. Oh, it would have been nice for Diallo to get a goal here, but he's looking like he wants one. So his weakest players, I have Villario's actually having a weak game. That's unfortunate. Seems like a good player has a weak game every so often. But these guys are all really tired. I have a lot of tired players. Hmm. But not in these positions. It's one of those games where I wish I had a bunch of extra midfielders. Yep. A bunch of extra midfielders would indeed. Okay, let's try to get this to 75 then. Free kick from there. That's a good spot. Oh, they're not going to show it to me. I was like, that was scoreable. All right, I need to. Something I'm going to do this because it's the one thing that I can do to sub off Coet without having to take out one of my other strikers. I have no idea if that's going to work. That might screw up my whole tactic entirely. We'll see. And neither of these guys play AMC at all, do they? Good lord, guys. Don't just forget how to play because I moved one position. Holy crap. Possession fell off a little bit doing it this way, but not too much. Alright, 2-0 win. Taking it. Don't get complaints. I'm going to piss them all off. See? Why do you want to say things that piss them off? Why do you got to be like that? And I chose it knowing that it was going to do that. We're up and forth. There we go. We're climbing. We're climbing. It doesn't matter because, well, 12 points now. I guess it's we've cut into that lead a little. Well, I think that's all I can handle for tonight. I mean, that was a solid 3.5 hours. So I'm pretty happy with it. We're gonna go out on a high note. We're gonna finish in 4th place for tonight, and see how much better we can do the next time I jump on here. So, to anybody who's still paying attention, thank you for being here. Otherwise, the VOD will be available shortly. Have an excellent day or night, depending on wherever you are.